Hi, this is Sherry, and this is part 2 of my daily LifePlanner binder review. This is where I show you how I fixed some of the issues, so please stay tuned. The bads. When you have a product such as this, let me make sure this is in the... forgive me guys, I'm hanging my head upside down here to see this. Okay. When you have a binder, there's always going to be variances, and the problem with the way they punch these holes is there are, as you can see, they're not very big. They're not very forgiving. These need to be maybe a 1/16 of an inch rounder to accommodate the variances, because these two on my ring don't line up. So when I was putting this in, the first two went in okay, these okay-ish, and then this bottom one was not lining up, so you can tell it's not. And so it was getting stuck. And so turning the pages was an absolute nightmare. They need to allow a little bit bigger. So I really hope that Erin Condren will get the bigger die punches and get these to fit this a little bit better. Okay, I don't know what was going on there. I, frankly, if I was in production, would have said, send it back and don't talk to me until it's done. Okay, so that's a problem. So what did I do to fix this? Well, you'll have to hang on to the end of the video and I'll give you more deets, but for the most part I went ahead and just used my punch and just punched them a little bigger, and as you can see, they flip nicely, they turn nicely. I'm not struggling to turn them. I made the executive decision to fix this. Now mind you, for the price I shouldn't have to be doing any fixing, but you know, life and real life versus, you know, what you want can be two different things. So I went ahead, it's not that much different of a size. It didn't get too much into the time section here when I was being careful. So okay, now this is with just your typical hole punch. Okay, you can just go through snap, snap, snap. I wanted to show you, I left some, I marked it here in March. Okay, so what you could do is you can, oops, I've already fixed these too. I gotta get to some of my non-fixed ones. What you can do is kind of tug on the page like this, and it will kind of like make it easier to turn if you just really don't want to touch it. But again, I'm more for like, I don't want to be frustrated when I'm using this, so let's make it easy on myself. So I punched with those, and then I found, actually on Amazon, I'll put the link down below, EK Tools sells this 3/18. This 3/16 circle punch. Okay, and I ordered this, and then I did do a couple of these pages, and it's just slightly bigger. I was especially careful to kind of give more room down here on these, and that's how I'm gonna do all the rest of these. I'm gonna go in here. It only took me a few minutes. It's not like, you know, just do one section at a time, but I'll make these just slightly bigger, and it was just enough with this punch to make this easier to turn. See? Just a little bit of a change. So again, no, you shouldn't have to do this for the price, but when it's something new, you got to give them some grace until they kind of get all the kinks out, and this is definitely one that needs to be addressed. So I'll put the link down below for that tool, or you can just use your handy dandy hole punch, you know, whatever works. Or you can do what I said, you can kind of pull on the page and hope it turns. All right, so those are my things on that. And then with any binder, guys, any binder, I have a coupon binder, I have to do this all the time when I'm flipping it. You should probably, they should have included like those plastic little things that you usually get when you buy a binder, but they didn't. But a lot of people suggested putting a cover in. It works great. I just put my YouTube channel one in here. And then I went through all of my old Erin Condrens and cut out any of the pages and stuff and just very carefully just sliced them. But now that I have this, I will probably go in there and repunch because I prefer it that way, and I don't care if it sits in a little. And then I also found some of my recollections and threw those in here too. And I'm going to be ordering some lined paper. So that's a good way to use up some paper you have in your old ones as well. The key to closing a binder, any binder, now see this does stick a little bit, but I'm not going to change that, is you will pull out your stuff, and then it closes fine. See? It's just a habit. You're just going to have to get in the habit of when you open it up, just pull, and then it will all come toward the middle, and then there you go. So those are my complaints. The holes are not big enough. They need to address that immediately for the price they're charging, but you can fix it in the meantime with this little hole punch by EK Tool. You can get it on Amazon for like $7 and some change. I will put my affiliate link up there with this for you. And the other big thing, oh boy, all right, I may or may not become an enemy of Erin Condren, but I'm sorry, when you're telling people things will fit and you don't know for sure that they will, you shouldn't say anything, see? But I gotta tell you, it didn't work out. So this, as you can see, it's causing white marks in my bookmark because these, you're supposed to start on the second, these holes are cut for the ring binder, coil binder, not the ring binder. So they don't quite fit. And then they start getting damaged and pretty soon they'll break off. I don't keep my ruler in my planner like this. So yeah, this that kind of bothered me. They are going to need to address that so they have wider holes to fit this. Another oopsie moment. I also, another problem with this particular planner is they did not give you the 2-page spread of the year coming up or the current year with the upcoming year. I took this out of my LifePlanner, and when the time comes, I'll take out the front calendar too and put it in here. Again, I just snipped it and it will fit in here, or I could cut it down to match. So there's another issue, but you know, to be fair, that's not what was included and they made it clear, so all right, whatever. Now, another thing is if you have any dashboards, they say, oh yes, these dashboards will fit. Well, I can kind of get the first section in, and then these are off. And then if I take it back to the first, it lines up a little bit better, but as it's you can't see it. But it's not lining up because these rings are slightly off and they're larger. There's no way of getting around that, right? So they really need to create these harder plastic items to fit this specifically. The softer ones like this, they do fit. They are getting a little bit white there, as you can see, but it's like an easier, more pliable plastic. So yeah, it goes on there and it will stay on. It doesn't, you know, snag too badly. I don't keep these in here either, so it's no big deal. All right, of course, the bookmarks, same thing. They're gonna get kind of, because they're harder plastic, aren't gonna work very well. Okay, so here's the part of the video where I show you real quick how to fix this, but I'll do a more detailed one later. Basically, what I did is I reminded myself, hey, I've got coil clips, and they're a softer plastic like this. So what I did is I cut off all of this hard plastic, just cut it right off. And then what I did, and this is, you got to pay attention to this part, folks. I used a, what is this, a 6-inch, and then I cut one of these in half, or I could have kept it. As you can, let me see. Can you see that? There, like that. I could have made it go the whole length down. I don't know why I didn't. Whatever. So the key is to take this, put this actual clip on the ring how you want it first, then peel off the sticky part and stick your item down. Because if you try and put this on this first, it may be off again. So again, I hope this is clear, not mud, like, you know. Lay in the plastic clip first where you want it, and then peel off the stickies and then put your item on there. And that way, see how nice it turns. So a quick fix. Again, shouldn't have to, but you know, if you want to use it, sometimes you have to craft Guyver, folks. And that's what I did here. So cut it to fit. I could do that with this if I wanted to as well, and it would work better. So there you have it. That's my take on this new binder. Again, remember, pull out. There you go. I really like it. I like the option of being able to change things around and do my own thing. I really love the daily layout. They just need to get this whole thing fixed. And again, you can use this EK tool. You can use this. And remember, you can craft Guyver with the coil clips as well. All right, questions or comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe. I mean, I don't know how long this channel will be available, but let's hope, let's think positive that it'll make it. You can visit me over on my craft blog. Eventually I'll have more posts up there. Please be patient with me. That's plan 2 craft, plan to craft at weebly.com. All right, thanks everybody. Have a great day. Take care.